Hey, how's it going? We got the hydrogen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh my god, look at it. Whoa, that's crazy. In about 2 minutes, I'll have to drink it. Um, let's go ahead and finish this game, huh? I say that every time. You like that one? It's a trend. So we're gonna just probably just one shot him today. I'm feeling like that's what I should do. Probably stop the acting. You guys are probably tired of the acting. I didn't account for that. I thought that my acting would be so good that I would never have to stop. People just, they like it so much. We're gonna toss that. We don't need that. Imagine a world. But anyway, how you doing today? I'm doing good, thank you. We had a decent day. Sleep reported. What am I doing? Sleep reporting. 6 hours and 58 minutes last night. So we're doing okay. We're not dying yet. The slumber yard. It yearned for me, and I came to it. Didn't have to like go to bed at 8 o'clock or anything either. Went to bed at 10 and slept mostly through the night. So that's cool. Little. You're old when that's like the most important thing. Oh no. I don't even like saying you're old. I don't think that. I think old is a mindset. I just feel like I keep catching myself saying things, like really worrying about my sleep and stuff. Whereas like a young man, a 20-year-old, I would be like, oh yeah, you know, that's an old person thing to talk about. You know, but the truth is that I think I've always cared about my sleep. I've always cared about my beauty sleep. I've never been like a guy like I could never growing up. I could never stay up late. I'd stay up late, but like, dude, 1 a.m. hits, I'm in bed. I don't even care what's going on. It's like that's sleepy time, 100%. I need to get my REM cycles in. You know? So, yeah. I know your next question is how was work, Sam? Work was good. Thank you for asking. I don't, not a whole lot happened. Slowly getting into new position or whatever. That's been cool. Working, programming the robots, usual stuff. But yeah, anyway, I had this like not vivid. I had this thought. Sorry, I had to stop in order to get that word out. I had this thought where I was like, like at some point I want to be in a position which I have employees, and it's like, would it be weird to have like a YouTube channel, or do I just go like, I just have one, like you can watch it, and I just kind of keep work and stuff separate from job. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is it unprofessional? I don't. If you would have asked me if it was unprofessional, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I think I would have said yeah. Now I think it's like, what, you don't have like your own like social media thing that you're doing or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think people just need to learn to keep like, like people having to like change their Facebook or their whatever so that way work people don't see it. I think it's like the Facebook and the Instagram and all that stuff is for them. It's not really for your employer. I think most employers are like, I get that. I follow breastfeeding videos exclusively on my Instagram, and I'm okay with hiring you. That's the I feel like that's all the the people. Isn't that what people? I don't even have an Instagram, or I do. I lied. I have an Instagram. I don't really use it, but other than for breastfeeding videos. But the main thing is the Isn't that like a common thing? Like people get those on there because you can post that on there, I guess. The only like short form content I really watch is YouTube Shorts. That's because I'm a big YouTube baby, and I really like YouTube. I grew up watching a lot of YouTube. Did a lot of YouTube based stuff. Show the friends the videos. Make I like I made like an edit on this channel where I was doing all over the world. That was just fun for me, but it's reminiscent of a video that I would have watched a long time ago. I'm on the right side. By that I mean on the left side. So close. Yeah, just jumping on those Vikings is hard, dude. I do think that if I went to the right side, on that one I felt like I could get away with it though. I needed to throw the spear much earlier, was the main criticism I have for that take there. If I would have just immediately picked up the second spear and immediately tossed it, it would have been okay. I thought I could do the Zebo hop, as they call it in the speedrunning community. I'm currently the only member of the speedrunning community for this game, and this is gonna be the world record time submitted to what is that website? Speedrunslive.com. So honestly, you could get an easy time, like with no glitches and just beating the game without dying more than like 5 times. I don't think people would like the speedrun on this game. Oh, I walked too close to the damn drag. I tried to grab that spear that was in the air. It didn't work. I hit the button. I really did. Okay, here we go. I got a nice heartfelt comment from Cody on the last video. I didn't think that all your previous comments were just for whatever. I do appreciate. I like reading the comments. I forgot the second spear, and I'm gonna probably just die getting the second one. Oh yeah, that was cool. But yeah, that's cool. Oh, here we go. See that? There we go. But I do appreciate the comments. You and Epic Lol Man, is that his name? Is that their name on there? I don't know. But that's cool. I like those two commenters. There's a few others that have been in there in the past. Appreciate you as well. Comment down below if you've commented down below. You like that one? Try to fit it in every episode. Ooh. Oh. Damn it. I jumped right into his damn mouth. I just needed to throw the spear. But yeah. Yeah. The comment that Cody left, right? Here's the thing, right? I get that this game is not, it's not gonna be like it's more of an amalgamation of your creativity and, oh, shit, okay. it's more of a put together, you know, of like all these years of building this game and the different like ways you've looked at life. You've built levels in different forms, and I'm sure even to you looking at some of these levels, you're like, oh man, I built that one when I was, you know, this way, or I did this thing, or I felt a certain kind of way, and you can kind of feel it as you go through the game. You know, you can tell when you were like happier or madder with a certain concept or thing. Okay, get out of here, buddy. Okay, pause the comments for now. All right, give me that. Do that. Okay, we have ball. All right, what happened last time? I immediately got nuked by the other one because I didn't have a shield. So what I want to do... Can I throw this without... Okay. Okay, can I... I mean, that works. Okay. Let's wait a sec. So I need to get another ball into the chamber pot. Actually, I have a ball pre-prepared. I guess I could cook up a few more balls, actually, if this is an easier one. So it goes... Oh, it's not a pattern. Is it a pattern? High, low, low, medium. I'm so worried about failing the platforming or landing on top of like that. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was kind of worried about. But I kind of see it now, so I can kind of rush to the left. I don't need to sit there. I do immediately need a shield, so I'll toss one. Maybe I'll just try to get this one closer, but we'll get that closer. I always think that throwing the shield's gonna break the balls, but it did not. Yeah. So, you know, going back to it, I appreciate the work you've put into the game. You know, I also would love if that there were just patterns. Everybody loves a good pattern. You know, people crochet, they drum, they do things in like sequence. They love it. Everybody loves a good old-fashioned sequence. You know what I mean? They look at it, they go like, "Oh, I understand it," because it follows rules that I can imagine in my head, and it, you know, feels right to me. But you know, maybe that's part of the beauty, is that the game doesn't follow the patterns. You know, it breaks the mold of traditional pattern using and creates its own pattern by making it completely random. And I need to just shut up and learn to accept that that's okay. Oh my god. But you know, hey, I'm just dude. I'm just guy. Sorry, I looked down. I looked down. Damn. It's like whenever you get really far, I just sit here and I think about it. I stew on it for a bit. And that's cringe. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe stewing isn't for me. I should not stew. To stew or to not stew. That is the question. Back. Okay. 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 Okay, so basically, we're gonna make a few balls. preemptive balls. Preemptive ball making while I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody get now. Come on, let's ride to the liquor store on the corner. Anybody know that song? Comment down below. I think this is enough, but I'll make a couple more just in case. I'm here. Okay, I need this over there. I need these over there. Hopefully this is far enough over. I probably shouldn't have given up my shield because I want to be protected when I walk over, but it's okay. I'm not to rely on the shield, only to use it. What the? Oh man. I'm gonna send this message. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the message. Give me a second, gang. The game crashed. That's why I laughed really hard and hurt myself a little bit. But I think I did that too good. So, just gonna send that over there. All right. Well, I'm gonna relaunch the game. And hopefully do that a little bit slower. A little bit. And I gotta keep in mind that he's gonna spew a ball at me like right away. Has that never happened? Am I the first? What if that was the... Well, I obviously died to a thing. But, you know. It would have been cool if that was it. It would have been real cool. You know, I just made a bunch of balls. Okay, wait, I need a spear. Oh, I thought I could make it. Here we go. Yeah, that was pretty epic. There was something about a bird. There was like a wave of fireballs, it looked like. And then it froze the game. I'm probably not supposed to pick up, you know, a bunch of them. I keep forgetting to pick up more balls. Or more, I knew I was kind of forgetting something there. I knew I was kind of forgetting something. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, good. I don't have to pick up the spear. It's right underneath the dragon. I'll get it later. No, I have to pick up the spear. I think where it was, there was also a chance that I just pick it up and it just hits the dragon. Which that would kind of suck. But, yeah, no. Okay, this is working for me, staying to the right. Okay. Okay. Alright, gamers, let's try it again. I'm gonna still make a bunch of balls. I feel like that's, like, still good. I'm gonna make, like, maybe only a couple, though. I want enough to kill him, in case this is the only way to kill him. Is by putting the fireballs in the furnace. But I kind of want to stack up the balls a little bit better. So I kind of want to do... Toss that over. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright, if it crashes the game again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I wish I could drop this. Can I? Ooh, okay, don't do that. No, you can't just drop. Okay. So 1 second, we're going to go. That won't work for me, but it's going to have to. You know what sucks about this? I can't drop the shield. I needed the middle ball to be missing. I really think that it's gonna happen again, though. I want to throw those fast. You know what I mean? But I can't. I kind of have to like. Yeah, because immediately if I don't have a shield and he does the low ball, I die. Or the low medium ball, because I don't think I can jump high enough. Maybe I can jump high enough to dodge it, but I feel like I would rather not risk it at that point and just use a shield. So it's like, okay, I need to keep the shield separate from the ball. Kind of like how I had it at the start, but yeah, we'll get that fixed. There we go. Okay. We're staying over here. I'm gonna throw it barely. I'm not even gonna get close to him. It's gonna touch the dirt on the other side of the lava pit instead. Yeah, I think I have to go to the right, but I think at that point I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to make it safely over there and get the other spear. So I did what I did. I said what I said. I do what I do on the daily. So yeah. You ever just talked about Donkey Kong Country, didn't I? I don't know why. The menu music. Yeah, no, I just talked about this. I'm sorry. For those of you who are watching these, I'm sorry. I talked about the same thing 2 times. Ooh. And I reset because I thought I was dead. When in reality, I had a shield in my hands, and it would have let me survive. But yeah. So, what kind of art do you consume? You consume art? Do you consider the things that you consume art? Random viewer? And I think about this sometimes. You know, if I consume a video game, such as this, am I consuming an art? Is a game like Skyrim, is that an art still? What about a game like Deltarune? Is that game an art still? Because it has, you know, it was developed by one guy or maybe only a couple guys or something now. But at what point does a video game stop being art? You know, at what point does a mural or a print of a painting or a picture become no longer art? Is if something was created with certain tools, does it no longer become art? You know, when people talk about like AI and stuff, you know, using other people's art to become its own art is kind of what people do. in their life. They're inspired by something. They see something. It's just the way that they perceive what they're seeing, and they are able to create something that they see. And so, like, you know, with AI, all right, if we go back in time to like the internet, the dawn of the internet, people probably were like, this digital art, bullshit. They're not using pens and papers. They're not using paints and cans of spray paint and whatever. Just do it on the internet, you know, or whatever. They do it on their computer, and it looks like trash. And like, yeah, probably early like computer art probably didn't look that good. But then you look at like early like CG stuff or whatever. Like, I mean, for example, like Lord of the Rings, like the CG in that's like kind of early. It's not the earliest. I guess you could probably use like Toy Story, right? That was one of like the first movies. That movie still, it looks a little crusty, but it doesn't look bad. I don't think. I don't think VeggieTales looks that bad. If you look at that, it's even something a little more crustier. It's crusty. Don't get me, you know, but somebody would just use that nowadays as like their art, the way that they want their art to look, you know. So it's like, I don't know. What are we considering? Where was I going with this? I don't know. You know what? You tell me. While I hit these fireballs. But basically, what if the way people are talking about AI? I really think that AI is just internet too. It's a later generation's internet. You know, people who grew up already having the internet. This is your next internet, and so like, you know, I really think that we just need to get used to that in a sense, whether you want to or not. You know, you can say like, oh yeah, but the old, you know, the old internet didn't steal people's XYZ, and it didn't like use people's thoughts, or I don't know, whatever your arguments are. I think that we had similar ones back when the internet was first created, and now we are doing the same again. Oh, that sucks. Damn it. I don't know why it didn't pick up, but that's why I didn't jump in time. Yeah, I need a shield closer than where that shield was, so maybe I just try to throw that one where it needs to be. But anyway, I don't know why I was thinking about this today, but it was. So, you know, that's cool. Whether you're pro AI or anti AI, it's cool. You know, I really do think that it's like, you know, it's gonna be one of those generational things, right? Like, oh yeah, my you know, in 10 years or whatever, it'll be like, yeah, my dad doesn't even know, he doesn't even know how to use the AI. He doesn't even know how to use ChatGPT with the proper search terms to give it the right whatever. And then we'll go through a period where, like, do you remember how like Google was really good for a little bit? Like, it was so good. It used to search things so well, and now it searches things poorly. We're gonna go through that again, and they'll make some other thing again. Then there will be some other thing again, and that'll be it. You know. So things repeat itself. History repeats itself. I am not the first person to say that, but it happens all the time, right? It's just that now we're on this accelerated timeline because we have like wacky technology that can help accelerate that. The technology's job is to accelerate the technology. You know, it wasn't to dig a hole for a crop faster. This technology is like just making our technology technologically faster. Ooh. I guess I can do that really quick. Then we walk. Oh my god. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. I'm sorry. I apologize for my nose being itchy. Something I have zero control of. Well, maybe I do have control over it, and I just don't realize it yet. But my nose being itchy all of a sudden, it just happens. And right now it's still a little itchy, but I'm just going to fight it. I'm going to fight it by twitching my face rapidly. That will be, yeah, that'll work for me. Alright. Ah, I saw the fireball. He perfectly put it right where the spear was going to be. Right where I needed to go. You know? Oh, yeah, the Donkey Kong Country thing. What was I talking about? Yeah, that song just stuck in my head. Okay, there we go. That's better. I have, like, I missed, like, specifically two hairs on my mustache that needed to be shaved down a little bit. So they're just really long, kind of curving into themselves. It's crazy how much I notice that all the time. Da 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 da. Ba da da ba da ba ba da ba ba ba. Dun dun dun. Oh, but yeah. Anyway, shout out to people who watched the video all the way through. Just real quick. I don't even care if you do. You know, if you get whatever you want out of it at any point, feel free to turn it off. You know what I mean? I'm just here to fulfill your time, much like other YouTube videos do the same thing for me. You know? I'm having a decent time doing this. What time is it? Oh, we're getting close to time. But I'll try really hard to make it on this one. Unlike yesterday's ending, which those of you with a keen eye may have noticed that maybe I threw a little. Oh my god, alright, I'll do one more. Maybe I threw a little. I didn't really want to, but stuff was happening in my house that I need to go take care of, so I died. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm pretty unique and special. My mom told me I'm pretty cool. So. But, yeah. Oh, man. Actually, speaking of mom, she's doing a big garage sale right now. And I kind of want to, like, go help. But I don't live with my parents anymore. I have my own place. Ugh. I should have just stood there for a second, but I also needed to pick up the spear because of the runaway timer. You know, she's doing like a whole estate sale thing, and like I want to go help, but at the same time, it's kind of like something I can't really help with. But I got to promote it, or you know, I want to help out in some way. I like helping and those kinds of thingies, I guess. I don't know why, but it is something I enjoy. So, alright, I like how I said I was going to end it soon, and then I didn't, and I'm still going. So we'll just keep going a little bit more. I really felt like I was doing really well today. Oh. Alright. 36. That's a even number. We gotta end on an odd number. One more. Here we go. Okay. That one almost got me. Okay. We edge the dragon. That. For the spear. Oh! That was close. Okay. Bam. Grab the shield. The shield was like perfectly placed for me to not do this, but... Okay. Bam. I was trying to... I'll be honest there. Like, all I was trying to do... I wanted to... hit one, jump up, throw it back so I could get the shield in a better spot. But like, there wasn't good time to do that, so I kind of screwed up. But anyway, we forgot the hydrogen water. Nobody reminded me. At that point, the hydrogen already like escaped, and it just tastes bad now. The potential health benefits gone. That's what I have left. Anyway, see you later, neighbor.